Thinking about launching a podcast but overwhelmed by all the moving parts? At Turnkey Podcast Productions, we take the hassle out of podcasting so you can focus on the talk, not the tech. From concept to launch, guest booking to post-production, we handle everything. Need a strategy to grow your show and turn guests into clients? Yep, we do that too. DIY or done for you, we've got the solution that fits. Whether you're just getting started or ready to scale, Turnkey is your behind-the-scenes podcast team. Turnkey Podcast Productions. Your voice, your message, fully produced. Learn more at turnkeypodcast.com/contact. That's turnkeypodcast.com/contact.
The Nice Guys Own Business podcast wardrobe is courtesy of the Fulton County Jail. When you want exceptional quality orange jumpsuits, you want the Fulton County Jail.
Dude, I got to tell you, if I were you, I would not, as much as I hate to say this, I would not switch off of your iPhone. When I sit at a Mac computer or I pick up an iPhone,
that's true.
I don't fucking know how to navigate because it's just sort of a different mindset.
I feel the same when I go to a PC. If I'm ever sitting down, I'm like, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to see. It's like I'm learning how the sausage is made when I sit down at a PC. I just kind of want to understand that I don't care. I don't want to know how anything runs. I just want it to work.
The Nice Guys podcast is sort of social, demented and sad, but social, right? Most days they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content, just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
It's a big day in the Sandler house today because today is the day that I break all the rules, and it's my first attempt at smoking a brisket for a major holiday and over 10 pounds.
Whoa! Have you smoked a brisket at all yet?
I have a much smaller brisket, like a 2.5 pound piece of a brisket. Now I've got the entire cow part of the brisket.
But you've done the 2.5 pound one before.
Yes, I'd
be okay trying that, right? Because I go to HEB and I see these big fucking monster briskets that are very expensive, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck that up over 10 or 12 hours, but I would love to try a small But okay, very funny. The other day,
got a lot of questions.
We're at HEB and we're like shopping, right. and we see like deli meat. Turkey, right? And Vera goes to grab some and we're like, wait, no. So we go over and we get a fucking turkey breast. Like we find a 5 pound turkey breast.
Right.
And fucking throw it on the smoker that night. And it's so goddamn good.
It is good.
Way cheaper and way better than the deli meat we buy sliced.
I know. Well, the problem is that most people don't have a pellet smoker or something that's easy to do. So wow, that is a very large beer. It's a large glass. It looks like a large glass.
Stolen from the Clover, an Irish pub at the airport in Miami.
Wow. How did you, I'm just curious, how did you get that out of the restaurant? It didn't fit in anybody's pocket.
Well, fortunately, it was an airport restaurant. This is when I was coming back from Miami. Yeah. The story I told last week, since I spent many hours in the airport. And so since I was at the airport, I'm dragging my bags around, right?
Oh, just this Miami airport. Oh
exactly. Just recently, just last week. Exactly. Yes. And so, I'm at the bar and I'm having dinner and dragging my bags around.
Right.
And so I've got my backpack, like I've got my carry-on bag and my backpack. So, I just I pay the check and open my backpack and I take my last sip of beer, and instead of putting it down on the bar, I put it down inside my backpack and walked right away.
So, and wait, this was before you got on the airplane. So this is actually something that you are now carrying. I see Vera. I see her reflection.
How do you see? Oh, you see the reflection?
I can see that looks like a latke.
It is. Doug said that looks like a latke. That's exactly what it is. It's a delicious latke that I had for dinner.
Potato pancake on this, the third or fourth night well,
third or fourth night of Hanukkah. Exactly.
Right,
That's
depending
when
on
you
when
eat it.
you're listening. That is amazing, and that looks like the exact consistency, the right level of like darkness around the edges and softness in the center. Now, the only thing you need on that is a huge glob of sour cream and then some applesauce. Also,
It's so funny you say that because it's exactly what Vera said. And I'm not a big fan of sour cream.
Right.
But we had, and we didn't have applesauce, but we had different jellies. Bon Mammon.
Yeah.
My daughter got an advent calendar, which is a different jelly
Right.
every week. And so I put that on. I had some for dinner. They were fucking delicious.
Oh my gosh, that looks really good, which reminds me of the brisket that I am smoking tomorrow. And one of the components of the dinner, which I'm not responsible for, are the latkes. And so I am excited to have homemade latkes. I'm sure that Vera did not open up a box, knowing Vera, she did not open up a box and just make those. She probably did the potatoes and everything.
Oh,
right?
yeah, she did it from scratch. She and
Yeah,
Amanda, they both,
yeah.
I think Amanda actually was in charge of the latkes.
You know, that is probably one of the only things that I remember that I really enjoyed very much about the Hanukkah celebration was the meal. That's so good. Anyway, let me get back to the brisket for one quick second because here's where my dilemma is. So you hit it right on the head. It's usually like a 10 or a 12-pound brisket that you're making. And so you have to go through the prep process. And you told me it was like a 10 or 12 hour cook also. I don't know
right?
if
Isn't
you know,
it?
yeah, 10 hours. Yeah,
Or
I think
more?
it's 10
Okay.
hours or more depending on the temperature that you do it at. And if you're doing dinner at 4 to 5 o'clock ish, when do you get the brisket started? Do you do it the day before? Like, should I be cooking it overnight? Do I wait till the morning of and just get up super early? Like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
Well, that's the whole question is how long will it actually take? And you have to back time it. It's kind of like doing a Thanksgiving dinner where everything has to be timed exactly right.
So you back time the brisket and you think it's going to take 10 hours, but let's just say because not all smokers are created equally and not all pieces of beef are similar. Some are thicker and some are thinner, but you have to cook it to a certain temperature in order to get that tenderness and doneness that you need to get out of the brisket. So it's like, oh shit. Do I have to do it the night before? And that means do I literally right after our meeting, I'm going to have to prep the brisket because that's part of, you got to let it marinate. And then if I do it tomorrow, do I have to get up extra early to take it out of the refrigerator to get it to room temperature? Because you're really not supposed to put it on the smoker like when it's coming right out of the refrigerator. You got to give it a chance to kind of relax the muscle. So a lot of things to consider. I don't know what to do. We will find out. Wait a minute. Are we going to be recording next week? Because isn't next week is going to be Christmas week?
Yeah.
So do we wait until, are we actually going to record? Now you're going to be
We don't take off for Christmas week. I'll be in New Mexico, but I can still record.
Okay. Well, that's another thing we need to consider. So there's a lot of dominoes that have to fall in position in order for this to be just right. And I'm afraid that us recording next week is going to totally fuck up my brisket this week. I don't know how that worked, but that's going to be the case. So anyway, did you say you had a story to tell me about something? You had 4 or 5 somethings. What were you saying? Oh no, you said you had 4 or 5 meetings that you went to. So you did a whole bunch of turnkey stuff today. We got a whole bunch of new clients
so
getting
much
started.
stuff, right?
And these are clients that are starting in various levels of start. Some of them are shows that have restarted. Some of them have been way delayed, like our great client, Mark, and we love Mark and Marcus. But it took them about a year to kind of get their podcasting wheels under them. So that was a whole stop and start kind of thing going on. We're excited to get their show going. I got several other clients that have reached out to me, the perfect guest to client strategy, that are now looking for, hey, it's time to start our podcast. Now, why are you doing that during Christmas week? Why are you deciding this during Christmas week? Don't you know we all have other things going on in life? But no, I did not say that. I said, yes, sir. How can I help you? How can I best serve your podcast needs? So dealing with all of that and then some. So.
And you got family over, is that right?
Yeah. So JJ's parents, her dad has never been out to our new home. We've lived here for 5 years, so never been out to our home here in Ojai. Her mom has visited here one other time, so they just came in today. We just picked them up at Santa Barbara Airport. Got a whole bunch of stuff that's on the agenda for us to do in the next 10 days while they're here. And I life is busy. It's busy in a good way. It's definitely busy in a good way.
Okay. Well, that's all good.
So should we wrap it up here?
Hey, well, that's plenty. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. So I have to ask a sensitive question that you may not want to answer.
I don't. Will I not be able to answer for fear of being overheard, or am I not going to want to answer it for? Yeah. Okay. What's gonna? All right. I don't know. If I'm just silent, my answer then.
So do you get along with JJ's parents?
Yes, very much.
Oh yeah.
Very
Okay,
much,
that's good.
Couldn't be a more generous, more kind, more sensitive, just very caring, very daughter and son focused. So that's really great. I do love them very much. Very, very good.
Okay.
Now, reminds me very much of my first in-laws when I was married to Fern. They were also the very same, but skip that in my second one.
Oh, not so much in the second one?
But it's revisiting itself in the third one. So I really, feeling good about this.
So your second wife, you didn't get along with her parents?
No, it's not that I didn't get along with them. I think that she didn't get along with her parent, her mom specifically. I think there was a lot of competition between her and her mom, even though it was like she would probably deny that there was any competition going on. There was always like this hidden tension between the two of them, which never brought a really good element to any kind of family visits. There's always seemed to be some underlying like frustration or, oh my God, she's visiting or any of that. Now, not so much with her dad, but more so with her mom.
Yeah, because I know when her dad passed away, she was like devastated. She and her dad were really tight, right?
I'm back. I unplugged myself. Sorry. It was Doug unplugged for a second there. I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
It's okay. I was just saying she was very close with her dad, right? Because she was kind of devastated when her dad passed away.
Yeah, I think that probably there was something in there too. You know what? There's a lot I don't really know. And I'm not really, it's not that I can't talk about it, but I don't know any answers.
And that's okay because, she was the short-lived wife anyway, right? She was the in and out. And yeah, that's all good. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
So holiday plans. I know you have some pretty significant plans this coming holiday season. And I'm just kind of getting along with making sure that all the presents arrive. Have you had an Amazon Christmas in the past? Have you ever done that?
It depends on how you define an Amazon Christmas, like ordering everything from Amazon. I mean,
right. So basically what happened a couple of years ago, and I think I did it again last year, was I had JJ put together her list, and her mom goes through the list, and her mom also and her dad get a lot of things that are off of that list that they know that JJ wants that maybe aren't Amazon specific. So and they're not really big on the Amazon thing as we are. So I just look at JJ's list and talk to her mom and see the stuff that they've already gotten and take that off of the list and then just buy the rest of the list. It's the best way to celebrate the holiday gift wise.
So she makes an Amazon list, or she makes a list and you find it on Amazon?
No, she makes an Amazon list, and I just buy all.
Buy all. That's very generous. You're a very generous partner.
Select all and buy those things. And then, the other nice thing about it is that with Amazon does accept for any health related items, they will accept an HSA card as payment, which I always feel is like free money. So, because I've been contributing the max amount that you can contribute to an HSA, which I think this year was like $5,000 or whatever it is, so $400 and some odd dollars a month. And I'm like, how much of my, let's see, I have a $7,500 health insurance deductible.
Okay.
Guess how much I've spent on my health insurance deductible this year?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you know me kind of, so just
like you don't even go to the doctor,
right?
Like you don't even get checkups and shit.
I spent literally $0 this year on my of my health insurance deductible. So I haven't used any of my HSA money to pay for any medical expenses. I have to, like if I go to the drugstore to buy like vitamins or aspirin, I put it on my HSA card because I'm allowed to, because my doctor says, man of your age at 61 years old, you should be taking a baby aspirin every day. So I'm like, okay, well, there's an HSA deduction, or you should be taking vitamin C or vitamin D because you don't have you really need to bump up your vitamin D intake. I'm like, okay, so I buy that shit with my HSA card. So at the end of the year, I've pretty much spent no money that goes into my HSA. So my HSA has a lot of what I call fake money in it because it's there and needs to be spent.
Now, is that the type that expires at the end of the year? It's you spend it or lose it, or does it carry over?
It's not like a flexible spending account that use it or lose it. It carries over from year to year. And
okay.
And now they let you do HSA fund, like you can fund different investments with your HSA. So I take $200 and put it in my HSA, and I take $250 or whatever the balance is of my monthly contribution, and I put it in the buy stocks with this because you can direct where your HSA money goes.
What?
You didn't know?
Hang
that?
on. The whole point of HSA money is you're putting it aside pre-tax, right?
Correct.
Because you
Correct.
don't have to pay taxes on it.
Right.
And the reason you don't have to pay taxes on it is because it's for your health. It's for your well-being.
Right.
And now you're saying that one of the things you can do with that money that's being put aside for your well-being is buy stocks?
You can invest. So the money isn't just sitting in a savings account. Here, I'm gonna show you. This is really crazy. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pull it up on my okay. So hold on a second. All right. So I don't know if you can see the number.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I see that.
That is the amount of money that's left in my HSA, just the regular HSA. Like I've contributed now for 2 years or 3 years and pretty much have pulled no money out of that account. You can see that, right?
Okay.
Okay. So then I'll go to the investment side, and here's how much is in my investment account with my HSA.
And that's independent of the other
That is
money?
above and beyond the money that's in my HSA regular account. This is the investment. So I use this company called Lively, and it's legit. The government allows you to do this. You're allowed to self-direct where that money is going.
Okay.
So I've just said, okay, well, historically, I haven't used a vast majority of the money that goes into that account.
Okay.
So I'm going to invest $200 a month in my HSA, and I'm going to invest the other $200+ into my investment account. And I've been doing that for 5 years.
Okay. So the investment account, it's still HSA money.
Correct. It's pre-taxed money.
And it never expires. So what happens when you don't spend it?
Well, you will spend it eventually, or it will be it'll be given to your inheritance, but they will have to pay the taxes when they pull the money out of that account because it's pre-taxed money. It's just like if somebody dies with an IRA. Let's say that somebody dies and they have $10,000 in an IRA. Well, an IRA has been it has not been taxed yet. Some IRAs, the Roth it hasn't, but most traditional IRAs, the money has not been taxed. So if my son inherits the $10,000 that's sitting in my IRA and he wants it in one lump sum, I believe this is how it works. He has to pay the income taxes on that money at whatever rate that he would be at.
Okay. So I guess if you need to spend that money for
then
health
I would just
insurance,
cash in the stock.
You just cash in the stock.
Right. It's just like having a Robinhood account, except the Robinhood account, instead of it being just investments, it's HSA money also.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay. So for those of you listening, this is not financial advice. We are not telling you what to do. Please check with an investment counselor before making any investment decisions. I think that we have just, that was the disclaimer, correct?
That's a good disclaimer. Yeah.
That's all right. Do not follow what we're doing. What we're doing may wind us up in jail. However, Lively HSA, if you want to, everybody in our community, you can just go to, hold on a second, I will tell you what it is so that you can Lively HSA. So
Okay.
Lively HSA is livelymE.com. LIVELYME.com. LivelymE.com.
And you got to reset your camera because it's out of focus.
Whoa, that is really out of focus. How do we do? No, Still is. Hold on. Let's see if I move the light. God, that's really ugly. That's me really ugly. I'm pretty ugly to begin with. Hold on. How do you do that? Maybe do I turn it off and turn it back on again? Let's try that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that worked. Wow. That was pretty cool. Anyhow, livelyme.com. Maybe you want to put a link in the show notes, or actually that could be a lot of work. So it's just LIVELY.
Okay.
All
good.
.com.
All good. Speaking of Robinhood, yeah, mine is taking a big tanking over the last
I have not even looked.
What the hell happened?
I am not looking. All I know is that my what's the name? Bitcoin stock was at.
Oh yeah, Bitcoin has gone like total tank.
Is Bitcoin under 90,000 right now?
I don't know. I'm not looking. I haven't looked.
Hold on. Let me look up the latest in Bitcoin prices. You know, Bitcoin is one of those things that's like, okay, here's more non-financial advice. Yes. Holy shit. Bitcoin is at $86,179. Now, it had been up to, I think the highest it was, hold on, let's take a look. Highest was 123, so 123.7, something in
wow. There. That's a big
I
fucking
believe
drop.
I bought Bitcoin. Now, I buy $20 worth every month and have for the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that my average buy is somewhere around $50,000. So I'm still way ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit, it is. I wonder what the reason why it's tanking so bad. Bitcoin hovers around 86,000 as crypto weakness persists. Ooh, that is really ugly.
Crypto weakness persists. Boy, it wouldn't have anything to do with our crypto president now.
Holy fuck. No, I have no idea. Hey, I want to talk about something important here, at least from a Reiner perspective, but holy shit, what happened to Rob Reiner? Can you believe that shit?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard the details. Like his son killed him and his wife with a knife, right?
And I believe, I know the story is always developing here, but as far as I have heard, he had no plea. So he didn't plead. I didn't realize that you could do that, guilty or not guilty, or no plea at all. So what does that mean exactly?
I don't know. No plea. I don't know.
I don't know, but he's being held, as far as I know, he's being held without bail. So do you feel like they're leaning towards this guy really did it?
Well, yeah. I mean, if he didn't actually do it, he would have said not guilty. I mean, I think when he's got no plea, it means we don't even know if he's going to be fit to stand trial or something.
It just goes to show you that it's like no matter how much greatness has been brought into your life, shit goes sideways. It can go sideways so fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking nuts.
It's kind of nuts.
It is nuts. I don't know the whole, we don't know the motive or the reason behind why it even happened, but not just Rob, but his wife too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's all about.
And of course, what does Trump say? Trump's like, he hated me, so fuck him. He's an asshole. He got what he deserved.
What was the syndrome called? Trump
derangement syndrome.
What the now, is that actually something that somebody has coined? I mean, I've heard it a couple times now outside of the Rob Reiner cause of death is Trump derangement, whatever the hell it is.
Well, let's take a look. What is Trump derangement syndrome? A pejorative term used to describe negative reactions to U.S. President Donald Trump that are characterized as irrational and disconnected from Trump's actual policy positions. So basically, it's anybody that says anything bad about Trump.
Yeah.
It's obviously deranged because you could never possibly think or say anything bad about Trump because he's the perfect president, right?
I don't even understand that for two things. One, the connection just makes no sense to me at all. Secondly, the insensitivity to be able to come up with a reason why you were involved in the death of somebody that is totally foreign to you. Just because Rob Reiner was outspoken doesn't mean that he's deranged. It means he has another opinion, which we are all allowed to do.
No. Not in this country. Not anymore. if your opinion is different from our president, you should be fucking drawn and quartered and hanged. Come on. Has the president not made that clear?
I don't know that I've heard that made abundantly clear, but
well, you obviously have not listened to our president enough then, because he's made it abundantly clear that anybody that says anything bad about him should be fucking shot.
Okay.
Sorry. That's
there's a little bit of
little sarcasm in there.
A little sarcasm coming in out of.
But unfortunately, it's not undue. I mean, seriously, Rob Reiner gets fucking not like he even died of old age, and Trump was like he was a useless, talentless loser anyway. No, his son fucking kills him. And what is Trump's answer? He didn't like me, and he was wrong, so he was talentless. So fuck him. I mean, it's beyond ridiculous that this guy is. I mean, the rest of the world is just laughing at us. I mean, it's just such a joke.
Anyway. At this point, it probably is. And we're just a year in. So, we got plenty of time to go. We got 3 more years of this bullshit.
Well, hopefully it'll be shorter than that because, he won't make it that long. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
Are you thinking that something ill is going to become of him, Strickland? I mean, is there a premonition that's going on? If you had to make a premonition, would there be an illness? Would it be someone would do him harm? What are you thinking would be the end result of? And not that we have anything that we are planning. Believe me, if you're listening to this, Alexa or Siri or whoever the hell you are, or Chat GPT, if you're listening to this, just understand. Very much like our legal or our financial advice, we don't know what the hell we're talking about. No. We're just espousing nonsense. We suffer a little bit from Trump derangement syndrome. Obviously, you can see that. But what do you think will become of him, Strick?
Oh, I think he seems to be getting fucking old and sick. I mean, he was making jokes about sleepy Joe Biden, right? And there's all these videos of him fucking falling asleep in cabinet meetings and at the Kennedy Center and fucking everywhere. He can't even stay awake.
Oh, I saw I forget who posted it, but there was something on Facebook. And I have been absent of Facebook posting for a very long time, probably at least the last year, and maybe even the same with Instagram. But I do go on there just to check out old Ford trucks. By the way, one of my 2 trucks that is in repair is home. The other one is probably coming home tomorrow. So I am just 1 truck short of a full deck, which is good. Anyway, so I'm looking at looking at some of these posts, and there's one with a pair of glasses that have Trump's eyes over it, and they've just put it on.
Oh yeah,
on a picture of him. He's sleeping behind the glasses, but the glasses make him look like his eyes are open.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, pretty perfect. Yep.
Anyway, what's going to become of him? What do you think is going to happen here?
Dude, I think
die of old age or dementia, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, I really think that people are hopefully soon going to realize that he really is just too fucking old and not qualified for the job.
Is his hair more blonde now than it is orange? I was noticing that in some photos. Now, I don't know if these were like I don't know, but I've been seeing some more blonde photos. Like they're trying to make the transition to a younger, less fake looking, less orange Cheeto looking Donald Trump.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens. I don't know. It's I absolutely believe there are lots of people in the government, Republicans that support him who realize that he's just fucking done, that he's over, but they're not going to say it because power is more important to them.
Right.
Keeping them in power is the most important thing. It's so fucked up.
All right. So those of you, here's our call to action. Those in our community that want to share with us what you think will be the result of the first year, which is we're almost in a year. So where will he be at the end of year 2? Alive? Not alive? Still making decisions? Do you think anybody else that's in the government though is making decisions for him? Or are you still? I don't think that. I think he's too of an egomaniac to let anybody else make decisions for him. So is he just making decisions in this altered state of oldness?
Oh yeah, and people give him advice, and he puts yes men around him who tell him what he wants to hear. And look, if I know there's a lot of betting sites out now, you can bet on like anything.
Right. What do they call
I
that?
would
They're
love
called what
to,
kind of bets?
like prop bets,
Prop
a
bets.
proposition
That's
bet.
right.
If there's a prop bet of, will Donald Trump be dead before the end of next year? I would put money on that one. I'm telling you. In fact, I've got to go look that up. Can I make a prop bet on Donald Trump dying?
Hold on. Before you put that in there, you realize that whatever you're putting in there, the Google monster is holding on to that for future use. So if someone comes knocking on your door to cart you away, I'm just letting you know, nice guy community, I will need a co-host for the show because I am continuing on in Strickland's honor.
Okay, so at Odds Checker, I can check on Donald Trump presidency exit date betting odds.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is actually very interesting because the odds of like when, okay, how does this work though? Because like plus 3,300. Wait a minute.
All right. So is there, can you put like $10 down on that bet or?
Yeah, you totally can. But what's interesting is, his what does his presidency end? It started in 24, right?
Right. Okay.
So it ends in 2028. There are odds for 2029 or later.
That he's
Although technically it ends in 2029 because he's still.
Well, his presidency, he was elected in 24, but he didn't take place. It didn't start until 25, correct? So this year was the first year that he started in January. So that would mean that it's got to be while he's in office. Is there a him making it to the end of his term? Or not making it to the end of his term? Yeah, I guess
that's it. Because this is just saying he will exit the presidency, but it's not saying how or why or when, right?
I think it
just says he will exit. Now, at plus 3,300 is for this year. Now that means if you were to bet $100 and you were correct, you would win 3,300.
Wow.
Now, obviously there's only 2 weeks left in this year.
Okay,
so that's why the odds are long.
Unless somebody takes him out on Christmas Eve or something like that. Not that we are encouraging anybody to do this. This is just for fun and games. We're just trying to see what the prop. What's it called? What's the name of the site?
Prop. Oh well, I mean, I'm looking at Odds Checker, and apparently Odds Checker looks at a whole bunch of different sites and makes averages or some shit. But the odds of him being 2027 exit date, like sometime in 2027.
Right.
Oh, hang on, 2026.
Right. That's this coming year.
20. Now that's interesting. So the odds of him leaving in 2026 are plus 450. So if you bet $100, you'd win 450, right?
Got it.
But the odds of him leaving in 2027 are plus 800. So there's less chance of him.
No, there's a greater chance of him. I don't know. I don't do math so good.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
The math's so good.
It doesn't matter.
It's just fun to think about. Okay, these are the things that Strickland and I think about. And not that we think about ever the demise of someone that's in a position of power. We want this person to stay. No, we don't want this person to stay.
No, we don't.
We wouldn't
Not in
care.
this case. We don't.
Dementia would be okay. That would be a good way out, right? That would be like the victimless crime, right?
Right. We had nothing to do with it.
No, nothing to do with that at all.
It just happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I do believe. Do we have?
We have one voicemail.
Just one? I thought I saw two in there. Hold on a second.
There's only one in the folder.
Hold on a second. Let's go to a voicemail. Okay, let's take a look. Voicemail. All right, so we've got Google Voice. Here we go. Play the message. All right, so it looks like, that is correct. We do only have one voicemail. Okay, let's do it. Let's do the one voicemail that we got. I think we can get it. I think we can milk this. We got this.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't, it is like the holidays here. We don't have to do
it's
a
okay.
long episode,
No, we don't have to do a long episode, but we do need to play the voicemail. It would only be respectful of the leaver of the voicemail, whoever that may be.
Well, of course we're going to do that. So hold on. Let me make sure I got all my 27 settings in the right place so I can actually When I share my screen, it will actually play correctly. Screen 2 and share sound and do this and carry the 3 and okay, are we ready?
I am. Let's do it.
Here we go.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
Just coincidentally, as I was sitting here talking and thinking about my truck, the fact that we're going to be getting it back into our stable, I just got a Facebook message from someone and said, "Is the truck available for sale?"
Oh, really?
Like, okay.
Now, hang on.
good.
You haven't actually put it up somewhere for sale?
No.
Somebody's...
I do. I have my 73 F350. I have that up for sale right now.
Oh, okay.
I have it kind of posted at a little bit higher price because I have spent a lot of money on it, thinking, okay, well, maybe someone will really want the truck because it is a great truck. It is a little bit on the high range when it comes to the pricing of these trucks. Of course, I get on a daily basis, I get somebody saying, "Are you fucking kidding me that you're going to sell it for that much money? Like, there's no fucking way you're going to get that much money for your truck."
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, then the truck is not for you. If I were you, I would lower it $9,000 and you might have something that you may be able to get a buyer for. I'm like, well, I'm not selling it for $9,000 less. You are obviously not my buyer. So as I'm sitting here, I'm like, got the "Hi, is this available?" Message. So I will respond to them while we're listening to the voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Okay, here we go, voicemail.
Hey, Doug, Strick, Jared here.
Hey.
You guys are listening to my voicemail, and Strick, you're talking about taping it up with gas tape, taping up your exhaust. So I mentioned my exhaust fell, and I was like, son of a bitch, and Doug just got the welder and come fix it. Well, you're talking about your story, and it's funny because I did not mention what I did to tie mine up, so I might as well share that now, I guess.
Hold on. Didn't we hear this message? I thought I heard a welder message.
Yeah, but I don't think it was about me taping up my...
What's today's date? Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. This message came in now that I can see the entire
December
message.
15th, 2
okay,
days
right.
ago.
I got it. It's in here. It came in on Sunday. It came in after we recorded. So it would have been impossible unless Jared was in the time machine to have this message in here. I am sorry, Jared. I think for a moment you mentioned something about the welder last week as well. Let me take a look.
He did mention the welder.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the transcription from his message on December 5th. Then he goes, kind of jealous if you're getting well done. Okay, yeah, he wanted a welder a long time. Okay, I'm sorry.
Did here.
Okay.
But when it fell, I didn't have any, like I literally bought wire to put into my work van, my previous vehicle, so that if something happened, I could wire shit up because I'm used to driving cars until they die, and there's a work vehicle, so I'm like, I'm just going to throw the slow roll. Well, needless to say, I never transferred that to the truck. It's in my garage. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I need to get home. How am I going to deal with this? I grabbed one of my cables that I use to charge my phone. And it was cold enough out. I wasn't worried about the drive home melting, but then I did contemplate, is it going to get hot enough?
Oh, yeah.
And sure enough, with the way my exhaust, because of how it kind of separated, there wasn't a lot of heat anyways. But I ended up climbing up under the truck and I tied it up with my charging cable for my phone. So
That's funny.
I gotta play into your gaffer's tape because I was like, this is gonna melt, but I don't care. I'm gonna try. There's wire on the inside. Maybe it'll be enough to get me home. And luckily enough, it did not melt it because, as I said, cold enough, and some of the exhaust was escaping around the pipe because of where it rusted and caused it to fall. It literally was letting some of the heat out. So, anyways, Strick, wild story. Never. I've touched exhaust enough and know how it heats up that I wouldn't have done that. But because of that, I just would have never thought of that. So, hey, you work with what you got. You figure out if it works or not. And if it doesn't, you know not to do it again.
Yeah.
So, lesson learned, right?
Exactly.
All right, fellas. Appreciate you guys. Love the show. And as always, so good hearing you guys. Thanks.
And
So,
I never have to worry about that in my Tesla because no exhaust.
No exhaust. So you know how Apple products are. You plug in a non-Apple cord to an Apple device, and it will tell you that it's incompatible, and it won't. So when Jared went to tie up his exhaust with the Apple cord automatically untied and said, "Excuse me, you cannot use this for a non-Apple device." It's so. How does Apple like where in this cord? I can't show it. It's the here. I'll do it here. Where in this cord on the little lightning connection is there something that is like proprietary enough to know in your Apple device that it's not an Apple cord? How the hell does it know that?
I don't know. That is a good question.
I mean, it's like when I plug in.
I mean, so you never buy off-brand cables? And
no,
when you
I
do,
buy
it
off-brand
warns you?
cables all the time.
Okay.
There's no rhyme or reason why something works and it doesn't work, but I can tell you when I do plug in, every once in a while, a generic lightning cable to my Apple device, it will say non-Apple supported accessory.
Really?
Like, especially when I'm charging, it won't allow me to charge. Now, I will use the same wall wart, the little brick that you plug in. I'll use the Apple wall wart in the wall. So it's not like it's a different like wattage that's being fed to the phone, which could cause it harm. It's literally the cord, and the end of the cord, I've examined the end of the cord. I mean, now this is just visual, just doing a flyby on it, but I'm not looking at like the wires inside. But I wonder, is it something it's copper cable as opposed to, aluminum cable inside? I don't fucking know how it knows.
I have no idea. If anybody knows, please call and let us know because I have no idea. And, Apple's so shitty and proprietary anyway. I don't fucking use that shit.
So,
I just got a new Google phone. I got a new phone and I got the Google Pixel 10.
Yeah. How much was that?
I had the 6. I paid about $600 for it after discount and on sale and trade in. Yeah.
Okay. And then do you just have that added to your monthly, like a small portion of that added to your monthly phone bill, or do you pay for it?
I just paid it. I just paid it outright.
All right. So, I have the Apple 11 Pro, which according to Apple is going to be non-supported very soon because I think
what
it's
number are they on now?
27 or something like that. It's on like
so
17.
yours is a very old phone, is what you're saying.
Well, it's 5 or 6 years old, which I don't really feel like my my laptops are 10 years old, and I can't upgrade to the latest operating system because it won't handle it for whatever fucking reason. It won't handle it other than just built-in obsolescence. It's like, okay, it should be able to handle it. Anyway, so I have an iPhone 11 Pro, and I need to upgrade my phone because a lot of my apps do not work properly because I can't update the app.
Wow.
Because Apple has decided that my phone is too old or something's up. I can't, like JJ likes to use this program called Marco Polo, which is a video messaging app, and it's pretty cool, but I can't use it. My microphone doesn't work. I've just noticed recently that when I take a call, I can't use my phone against my ear because the speaker doesn't work anymore.
Oh my God, that's pretty bad.
So
what you're saying is, it sounds like you're saying very soon you're going to have to replace your iPhone and your Apple laptop, which says to me, you better sell all of your health savings investments because you're going to go into fucking debt otherwise.
How to make this an HSA expense. So anyway, I've already figured out the workaround on the laptop. I just bought an iPad, not just, but this year, several months ago, I bought an iPad. I'm not upgrading my laptop because I don't have any use for my laptop. I use it for my DJ software, which is web-based, and I still can update my Chrome because Chrome can be updated with my computer, but the operating system cannot.
Okay.
Anyhow, so I go to T-Mobile's website to find out, well, how much will this new phone cost me? And with all of the discounts involved, it will cost me $38 a month, which I didn't think was unreasonable until I found out it was for 24 fucking months. So it's like, it's over $1,000 by the time that I am done with all this, taxes and fees and the transfer and all that. And I'm like, $1,000 for my freaking phone. I'm just going to wait until my phone absolutely 100% dies. And then I'm thinking about, should I go to another brand?
Oh my God, you're considering another brand.
That's why I was just asking you what's the Google phone all about. But for a $400 difference, I don't know that it's worth it. If it was an $800 difference, I might consider it. But $400, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm really torn. I've been a loyal Apple enthusiast for a long time. And you know me, I use electronics very lightly. Most of my electronics, I can have them. I still have my iPad 2 that I got forever ago.
Well, my Google phone that I replaced is a 6, right? So they've had 4 iterations since then. I don't know how old it might be, 3 or 4 years old, probably. But it's just started overheating.
Right.
And so like the screen is fine. I've never had to replace anything or fix it. And it still runs fast.
Yeah, my battery is like really poor. When I go to I do one GPS down to Ventura somewhere, which is 30 minutes from my house, I'm already on 0.
Yeah. Yeah. And like my phone, like over the summer, I would pull it out. I'm outside, right? And in like 5 or 10 minutes, just of being outside, it's like, I need to shut your phone down because it's too hot. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, well. And then even like about a month ago when it wasn't even that hot outside, it did it once. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to keep fucking with this.
I guess I could do what JJ does. I guess I could go to a flip phone.
Oh God.
As her flip phone. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I realize in the grand scheme of things, the $400 savings is so small relative to the amount of business that I do on my phone, and maybe I just need to take a different perspective. It's like, hey, you're spending $1,000 as a communication tool with all of your clients, and you make a lot of money from your business. So maybe I need to think about it that way.
Dude, I got to tell you, if I were you, I would not, as much as I hate to say this, I would not switch off of your iPhone, but it's mostly because it's such a different experience. And I'm not saying that the Google phone is a lesser experience. I've said this many times before, Apple products are built exceptionally well. I have no problem with the way they're built. I don't like that it's kind of proprietary, but more importantly, it's just a different type of navigation. And when I sit at a Mac computer or I pick up an iPhone, I don't fucking know how to navigate because it's just sort of a different mindset.
I feel the same when I go to a PC. If I'm ever sitting down, I'm like, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to see. It's like I'm learning how the sausage is made when I sit down at a PC. I just kind of want to understand that I don't care. I don't want to know how anything runs. I just want it to work. And I feel like when I sit down at a PC, I work that way. I don't think a Google phone experience would be like that, but I think it's going to be, I've never even held a Google phone. I really should go into the store just to see how different the experience is, or even if I want, I don't know.
You can come and visit me and then you can navigate around my Google phone and see if you like it. I like it a lot.
I will spend $1,500 in a weekend with Strickland to determine whether I'm going to buy $1,000 phone from
Exactly. Exactly. Got to have priorities.
I get it. Well, I just have to make the decision. I either have to bite the bullet and do it, because at some point my phone is going to stop working and I need to figure out what I'm doing before that happens.
It's an investment. In fact, it's an investment that I think, turnkey, it's a business expense. I totally think you should.
Speaking of turnkey investments, oh God, we got this whole thing with our accountant right now. You know this, right? You already kind of know where it's going. It's like, okay, so we have an accountant. We've loved our accountant. I mean, as much as you can love an accountant. We've had a very positive, for the most part. We had some bumps in the beginning, but they made the bumps good, and they were like, hey, we made a mistake and we're going to live up to our honor system here, and we're going to make sure that you guys have a positive experience. They made up for it. And we've had nothing but smooth sailing. So just about a month ago, Strick and I found out that our accounting team, the whole practice, was sold to I guess either a larger practice or a colleague practice or something like that. And it's like, oh man, we were having such a good run there. I mean, we weren't paying like very low. I mean, we were paying a very reasonable fee, I felt. But you know what's going to happen? The new company's going to come along. We're going to pay more for the new company. Then they want to separate everything out. We're going to have a fast forward accounting accounting agreement, and then a turnkey agreement, and then individual agreements. And by the time we're done, I just think it's going to be more expensive. I'm concerned, Strickland. What do you feel about this?
Well, I got 2 notifications from them, because you're right, they're separating everything and there's a new engagement.
Right.
So like I've got new engagement, and this engagement is like just for my personal taxes. It was all like rolled in together before. But
Right.
I'm like, I just need to know what the whole price is going to be. Because I got to tell you, I liked our accounting company,
Right.
but if they had come back to us and said, hey, our rates are going up 10% or 15%, I would have questioned whether we should re-sign
I agree.
on again. So with this new one, we're getting it in pieces. So the
Right.
total cost is going to be important, because if it's going to be more, I totally think we should shop around, because it's not cheap. I like easy, but I like easy and cheap.
I know. So you and I did this shopping experience about maybe a year ago or a little over a year ago, and we were like blown away with how expensive the accounting services were from the firm or two that we checked. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe do we need a big boy accounting firm? Can we go with like the mom and I kind of love the mom and pop, but the mom and pop doesn't really have the technology that we need behind it, or the staffing. Now, I really felt like with the company that we were working with Enterprise, I feel like we got the mom and pop feel with the mom and pop price, but we did get a lot of like higher level services. Like, they would help us if we got audited, which fortunately we never were, but they kind of did a lot of that legwork stuff with the state that, like, I don't fucking want to do that stuff. And I know you don't either. They spend 3 or 4 or 5 hours, which is probably a minimum that you're going to spend on any of those, what do you call those? The nuisance, the nuisance phone calls.
The stupid,
like,
annoying shit.
God, I wouldn't want you to have, because I can't do it. So it's going to be left on you. If you have to call the state of Texas to figure out something, I'm like, I don't even understand the question to know enough about the answer that they're going to give me. Like, okay, well, what do we do? That's where we are right now. So if anybody in our audience, nice guy community, if you are an accountant, here's a perfect opportunity for you to sweep in and save the day. Just come tell us if you can help us, even if you're overseas. I know. I was looking at our numbers recently. For some reason, over 50% of our listeners are in the Philippines. Like, wait a minute. If you're in the Philippines and you're listening to this show, I know that you can do accounting that's U.S. based. Help us. Help us help you. I mean, we have a lot of people that are on our team. When you sent me the list of people that we're paying bonuses to, I'm like, we have 14 people in the Philippines that work with us. Okay.
A lot.
We need an accountant in the Philippines now, too. If you are someone that is in our audience, that you are an overseas remote practice that knows how to do U.S.-based accounting, please help us out. Is that legal? Can you do that?
But what kills me?
Huh.
I mean,
Aren't
okay,
numbers?
So look, let's throw some numbers out there, right?
Okay, yeah.
We've been paying $1,300 a month for our accounting.
Correct, right.
Okay. Now, our accounting, we each have a credit card that we put expenses on.
Right, got it.
We have bank accounts, right?
Right, yeah.
But those are all synced. Like, in other
Right,
words,
right,
you look through the items, and it's like you have to decide this is entertainment expense, and this is accounting, and this is.
Once you do that a few months, the AI should now know.
It does it automatically for you, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Outside of that, yes, when we occasionally have, and once a month we get a P&L statement that's like,
and you and I never look at it.
I look at it, but I guarantee you it's not personalized. It's just like they spit it out, right? I mean, maybe it's slightly personalized, but other than that, except when we have some weirdness,
yeah,
$1,300 a month seems like a lot for that.
I agree with you, but who is it's kind of like saying, you know what, Strick, what you and I charge through Turnkey you know what? Hey, there's AI companies that can probably do it.
And that's what I compare it to. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's not so much. I don't know. But it's all in whatever somebody else is willing to do it for, and still do a good job, I guess.
Well, I guess let's put it in language that you and I will clearly understand. If you were, for example, getting married again and having a reception, okay, would you pay the amount of money that Black Tie charges to have a band?
Probably not.
Right. I would have never hired DJ Duck.
No, too expensive.
I mean, too expensive. We have, what is it? Champagne Dream.
Champagne tastes with
right, with beer budget.
PBR beer budget, right.
It's so true. I do value what our accountant does for us. And I'm sure if we did it on our own and we used just an AI tool, like if we went back to bench accounting, which was basically, oh, that's right. So bench was basically an overseas type of company. They were doing all remote. Very reasonable. It was probably half the price, maybe a little bit more than what we were paying now.
Yeah, it was like nothing. Yeah.
But we were pulled down into the trenches with them. It sucked. So we paid a little bit more, twice as much more, let's say, and we got a service that we highly valued. Now, if we're looking at paying another $500 a month, another $200, whatever $100 a month more, are we going to get that much more service? And do we really feel like it makes sense to make a change for that amount of money? I don't know. I don't know. It's cost versus benefit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you gotten the new client engagement for turnkey thing?
I have
not gotten any.
I have. Yes.
Oh, okay. So you know what it's going to cost us.
Yes. So just add $550 onto whatever number that you have for turnkey, which I don't know what the turnkey number is, but I'm assuming it's more than the fast forward number was, because
No, I don't have a turnkey number. That's the thing.
That's
what I asked you. I just said, did you get a turnkey?
Oh, no. I don't. Oh, maybe I did. Hold on a second.
Because I don't think I got it.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Dylan Advisors, right?
Yep, I'm looking right now. This is for this is for individual. So individual is this is good. So individual is one-time fee $800. So I'm assuming
right. I just got that.
Yours is $800 also, right?
Right, flat fee. Yeah,
$800. Okay, so let's look at the other one. See, turnkey. So turnkey, $875
per month.
Correct. So add $875,
and then fast forward is
$550.
You see, now that kills me too. Fast forward. How many transactions do? You don't do shit.
No, that's what I'm in the process of like trying to word how I'm going to have this conversation with our enterprise team leader, because the challenge is like I would be spending literally 50% a year. I mean, 50% of my revenue would go to accounting. No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
I maybe they priced it that way so we would drop that. And then I thought, well, can I move all of my fast forward stuff over to turnkey?
Turnkey, right.
Well, how would that work? I don't even know how that would work.
Right.
And then you and I have to figure that out. It's like more of a pain in the ass to make that move than just to pay the extra, let's see, $550 and $875. So what's that together? So 900 plus 550 is 1475 minus 20. So $1,450. So it would be $1,450 plus a month plus another $816 plus another. So total. it's like a $250 a month increase in our fee. Yeah. So the question is, do we do that?
Yeah.
Do I
and
just
that's
drop
like 18%? It's a lot.
That
almost 20% increase. Anyway, why don't we wrap up the episode?
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Instead of bitching about our accountants in front of everybody and all our listeners.
That's both of them. Okay. So good. So all of you guys that have made it to the very end, you've heard all of the inner workings of how Strickland and I make every decision, whether it's the iPhone decision or accounting. Okay. You've gotten the inner workings of us. Let's head out of here. Happy holiday week coming in, everybody. We're going to figure out if you hear us live next week or you hear us next week. We'll probably record an episode. We just don't know when we're going to do it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's head out of here. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Fill up your week with the nice guys. Well, there's always money in the banana stand.